What's going on, guys? John with the ProCut, and today we're going to unbox and assemble our 6x8 Harbor Freight greenhouse. And the first thing you're going to need is a razor knife to get this box open. And as you can see, I've already built this base. That was yesterday's video. So I've got the package opened up. I've got all my hardware laid out. Everything is numbered, which is nice, and it comes with all the tools you need. So you don't have to have your own toolkit. It comes with the screwdriver and wrenches that you need for assembly. Now, by looking at this drawing with the numbers on it, I've got the main parts all laid out on my structure, and now I can begin assembly. And you're going to want to leave all the nuts and bolts loose. You're not going to want to over tighten anything yet. That way you can kind of maneuver things around as you're working. This is definitely a lot more difficult than it needs to be if you're doing it solo, but it appears that it can be done. So I've got the upper cross brace. I've just got that loosened on to hold this post into place, and I had that first, and then I put my front post on, and then I put the long one across, and then kind of held it together, and then put that one to where it's holding this side up. So now I'm going to start with the other back corner, so I could start getting this together, and then hopefully those three sides will hold together to build the front up. All right, so I've gone and got myself a couple of speed clamps, and then I'm using extra parts just to clamp them there for gussets to hold everything together. And again, I started with the long end, then I did the back side, then I did the other long end. Now I'm working on the back gable end. So I've put in these uprights first, number 8 and number 9, and those screws, you just put them into here. They're T-slotted into there to go into that piece. And then this piece, the directions are unclear, but I've moved it down to the bottom hole instead of the top hole. So then I'm working on the upright for the rafter. I've got it bolted into place here, and then again here it goes into the T-slot, and then I'm going to put the other one in. So with some extra pieces clamped into place for support, I put the 2 uprights for the front, I connected it to that, and then the back of it I set on that crossbar, and then I lifted it into place and bolted that side and that side, and then I lifted it up and bolted it onto there and there. And that's the best way I found to be able to do it by yourself. Next step is to install your gussets. You have to put it on the inside, and the holes don't line up real good. So what I found is use the supplied screwdriver thing and put through there, and then just horse this thing down into place to line your holes up so you can get all your hardware in. And then you slip your gutter caps into place, and they've got split plastic, and it just slides over the end of the gutter. So the next page gives you your next layout set. Started on this side, I put my 10s in and my 22s. Now the 10s are the same as the 8 and 9 on the back. They've got the T channel, so you've got to put your bolts in and then put them through with the nuts. Don't forget to put your third one in for your 22 here, and then same on the 11s up top are T channel as well, and then your 15s slide in either in this hole or that hole. I suppose it really don't matter. You could probably put it in the front or the back as well, but you know, so wherever you want your vent, that's where you're going to put that. And then I got to put the other side on now. Page 11, you've got 14, 12, 19, 6, 7 and 25 to put on, and then you're also going to use the little plastic spacer number 39 and a long bolt number 38. So you've got your 23s in there, 25s, and then your 6 and 7 are going to go in your bottom hole. And then when you put your 14 on your 12, you're going to want to put the bolt in 12 and then slide it into the T channel on 14, and then 19 gets hooked over here like this. And again, everything is just hand tight right now. I don't have anything fully fastened down, and it's starting to get some rigidity to it with everything going together. which is nice. All right, now I put the frame together, which kind of a pain in the butt for the door frame, but it's on, it slides pretty decent. The window frames, they're not too bad to put on. The one part about them though for sure is they're tricky to get into this groove here. You have to slide them in from the end and slide them over into position. You can't just put them in there like I thought you might be able to. So once that's done, then you can start installing your plastic, and then you put your clips in, and you want to make sure that the little kind of V there, the small V, gets in behind this groove to hold them into position. And then once I get everything assembled, I'm going to go ahead and probably silicone some of these and put in some extra screws. Now, one thing I did before I started putting in the polycarbonate, everything on this side I tightened up all my nuts and bolts, and I'm kind of working my way forward, tightening everything up as I go. All right, so I'm about halfway done installing the polycarbonate, and it's coming along pretty good. And in case any of you are wondering what size these nuts are, if you don't want to use the tools that come with, it's a 10 millimeter. So you can put a 10 millimeter on your impact driver and send them things home. All right, I'm gonna keep working on the rest of this. All right guys, so not gonna lie, doing this by yourself is unnecessarily more difficult, but it is possible. I did this assembly by myself in 5 hours, start to finish, from the unboxing to what you see right now. Of course, I did the base yesterday, so she's completely together. All that's really left is to do some modifications. I do have a automatic vent opener that I'm going to install, and I'm going to add all the rest of these clips. There's a bunch extra that come with it, so I'm just going to go overkill, and I'm going to add these clips everywhere I can to make these panels more windproof. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps you put your greenhouse together. Like, comment, and subscribe, and stick around for more greenhouse videos to come. Thanks again.